Hey, what's up? Today I am going to talk about some of the updates I've done to my layout. If you've been watching my videos, which you better be doing, you'll see that I had an update 1, 2, 3, and 4 where I was tearing up my old layout and then trying to revamp it to add a little more industry so I can have a little bit more fun with my trains. So I've been starting to put it all together. There's a few pieces that I have to finish. It's just, like the little details and stuff. But I'm going to show you some of the additions to my layout. And just so you know, coming up in the video, I'm going to Amherst, which is going to be, today is what? Today's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I'll be leaving in 2 days. I can count. And I'll be doing a video about Amherst 2026. Hopefully I'll have some interviews with some of the like scale models and Atlas and I don't know, whoever I can find an interview, I will try, and then I'll put another video up after that. So here's my layout so far. Alright, a few things that I've done. I built an Elmer's glue factory. Now I'm like, good. Let me get that out of the way. And of course the dogs are barking. Okay, so here's my layout so far. Some of the additions. I added a few things. As you can see, it's a little bit more busier than it was before. Originally, I had the manufacturing plant, which hasn't changed, still there with the three sidings going into that. I store some of my engines there, and I have a couple box cars sitting over there for loading and unloading. And my grain mill is still here. I have my grain industry. The things that I added. First I have a nice little road going all the way to the back, and over here I put in a logging industry. I'm still adding more stuff here and there, but I have two logging cars there, and I have a log crane, Union Pacific. And I tried to make it so it looks like that this guy's coming out from the mountains, and eventually I'm going to have him towing a few logs behind him. And as you can see, I changed the whole backdrop. I got rid of the vinyl because the vinyl was such a pain in the neck. It was nice, but the only problem with it was that the folds on the vinyl never came out, and it was something I got on eBay. Or not eBay, I'm sorry, Amazon. As you can see here, there used to be the track going up to the bridge. I've gotten rid of that totally. So the logging area I have all set up. The track that used to go to the bridge is right here. I added a new track, and then I have a siding. This is actually the track that went to the bridge. I'm sorry. This is a new siding that comes off of the outside track. And then I have another siding right here where it splits down here. And it goes to that engine house I picked up from a friend of mine. It's a European style engine house, but I just love the way it was designed and the way it worked out. So now I got two engine houses. I have the original engine house here, and then I have that one over there. I also added here by the switches a small freight house. So I got another industry right there, and it comes around, and I try to make it so that it looks like the cars go out into the woods over there using this background here that I have got. Because I had ripped out most of the track and I had to cut part of the mountain out, I used the wooden barriers that I had for my bridge and repainted some extra ones that I had, and that holds up the siding of the mountain. If you come all the way over here to this side, it was down low enough. I just added a lot of growth with bushes and stuff around the edge there for the road. And I also added a coal yard. In making the coal yard here, I had a bit of a hill that it was already in behind the manufacturing plant, so I wanted to make like a coal mine. So I decided to add that on there. I got pictures of it before and after that I posted on my Facebook on Hudson Valley Model Railroading. If you ever get a chance, go to that Facebook site. It's pretty neat, and what I did there I posted on that part of the website itself. This is printed out block, but it doesn't really match the color. I'm hoping when I go to Amherst this weekend I will find something that's more that color there, so I might replace that. So now I have a coal mine, and I'm going to be adding more and more detail as I go here, but right now I just have my two 44-tonners working mostly in the coal mine here with a coal mine crane to load the cars, or being loaded by the elevator here. And this here is just a car I just stuck in there to make it look good. Excuse my dog. Shut up, Bradley. And I added another siding. Bradley, would you mind? I'm videotaping here. You nitwit. I had another siding here where I can put some of my coal cars. And then I have the 3 main lines. This was another thing I had in my videos earlier, showing how I was making my human bridge, or what do you want to call it, the walk through or the crawl under. I got this idea from my buddy Scott Meyer. This puts down on pegs. The pegs hold the piece of wood in place, and then I use these little pliers here, and I just move the rail joiners onto the tracks that are staying on the fishing for words here, the main line tracks that are on here. So this can be taken out so I can walk through. Most of the time I usually leave it there, and then I crawl under myself underneath, but when I'm doing a lot of work or something like that, then I'll pull this up. Another thing I added here, let me get on the other side so you can see it, is I'm adding myself a little town. I had some space over there, and if you remember from my videos, that I said, you know what, I'm going to make the coal yard. I added a little addition, and I said, well, I could add something here, but what would I put there? And then I said, you know what, I had the extra material, so I added a little space. I added that area there, and I'm building myself a part of the town. So the idea is that you, as you see, the car comes in here. There's the crossing. The crossing will be in here, and then this is like the city area that goes over to the grain mill. Then I have these buildings here. This goes off into nothing, but that's, you know, there's stuff back there. You just can't see it. It's incognito. And then this road will go all the way over to there, goes all the way over to there, and ends up in the the manufacturing park, where that road goes all the way over there and comes out over here a little bit next to the switch tower, or the yard tower. So that's basically what I did. The original buildings are still up. I got that engine house, but I have that new engine house now sitting in the corner. And I have the manufacturing industry. I have a little freight house over there behind those intermodals, which you can't really see right now because they're in the way. I put in a new coal yard, and I put in the logging area, which is over there. And I'm adding a little city, and the city is going to be lit up. I'm going to buy street lamps, and I might buy some of those Woodland Scenic cars that have the headlights on. And I also have a fire truck that goes in here that flashes like it's getting ready to go to a fire call. But yeah, that's basically as far as I got right now. And hope you enjoy. I enjoyed putting it together. Like I said, I'm still going to add details. I'll come in here and I'll be bored and I'll throw a few more trees up just to add, because wherever you go there's crap loads of trees. And I'm going to be adding more detail. And so now let's play with some trains.